right, we back with it. All right, Camjnetwork Daily Podcast, the NFL schedule release show, man. And let me get my guys on here, man. This is the third show of the day for us today, and we're gonna cook up, man, for sure, for sure. This one gonna get crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, all right. There go one of my guys right there. Do that. Do 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 do. Let me do that. See if I can. Boom, boom, boom. Do that. All right. Over this work with Jay Crutch right here. Hmm, interesting. Oh, let me find out. Facebook trying to be janky with the lives, man. They trying to be janky. I know y'all ain't trying to stop the grind, Grizzly, bruh. I mean, yeah, yeah. What? Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. Then let me do this and do the hack first. See if we can get hack in here, and then I'm gonna come back. There we go.
Yo,
All right, you hear me better now?
yeah, I can hear you at first. I can hear you at all.
Okay, okay, okay. Good, good. Let me add Jay Crutch in here when he pop up back on here. Facebook, it's almost like Facebook trying to throw some janky shit on the live stream for us to add people and shit.
The movie they do too. They got a live action movie. That's what I'm going off of. I didn't know they had a live working on. I can just say it.
Yeah, I'm out and about. That's what I'm outside, but I'm still joining.
Nigga, I already know your ass do on the weekends, boy.
I ain't never seen
Shit,
that.
I'm over here kicking it. I'm gonna slide in like the next 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes.
Facts, facts.
You know what I'm talking about? Where he was wearing red boots. Unless you want me to get one. You already listened to it. I only got two. Yeah, I went first. I'm watching the TV series now. It's just,
There you go.
they be rocking the shit out of the niggas. This boy got like shot like 6 times. Somebody saying still lit. In the parking garage, he got hit twice, 3 times in his back. Once or two in his front.
This nigga really wouldn't change to a bum ass Ravens jersey.
Really change up on a shot, you know.
You are wild. You are wild.
You know that boy love them Ravens, man.
Man, went to a bum ass Ravens jersey.
That's a customer too, brother.
All right, that's good.
Hospital glue where it won't. It's super glue.
Yeah, man.
It's like
So,
I guess it'll dissolve.
Let's start off with it, man. They're going.
It's dissolving super.
NFL, bro. So, shit, man. The schedule that came out the other day, man. Of course, that's a filler topic just to kind of go into, man.
I didn't look because I was like, if they sign Rodgers, I don't even give a fuck who we play. like
You didn't even sound about your guys, man.
Look, I literally, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did not look. I said Ravens. I was like, yeah. LOL. I was like, nah, if they shine Rodgers, I'll pass. That's why I ain't even look because I think it's coming, and I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not a fan. You must think I'm lying when I say I'm not going to be a fan. I'm not. I didn't
Man.
No way.
Yeah. So when we got there.
So yeah, man. So just a couple filler topics just to throw in, man. Derrick Henry, man, he just signed a big deal.
I seen that.
He just signed the other day.
For the
2 year, $30 million extension with $25 million fully guaranteed over the next 2 seasons. makes
I
him
see.
makes the largest deal in NFL history for a running back over 30 years old, man. How y'all feeling about Derrick Henry getting big bag from the Ravens?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead. That's your
All right.
squad.
I feel like at 29 he looked great. So at 30 and 31, I'm cool with it, and he deserved it bad. Only one you could say is better than him in the NFL at 29 was Saquon Barkley. So that age thing, it seems like a Bengals fan, trying to find some dirt. If I'm being honest.
I can say for myself, I like the move, man, especially for the running backs, man. I'm a big running back. I love running backs, for us football. And I love to see the running backs get their paper, man, and get a bag, man. And I think this is good for Derrick Henry. I think he definitely deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Getting, fit over 15 million, per year over the next 2 years. So I think he's well deserving of it for sure. And he paid the dividends to do his thing, man. So I definitely think it's a good move for the Ravens to keep that intact for sure.
30 million, not 50.
Well,
It's 30.
15 million, no, 30 million, 2 years, 15 million years.
Oh, my bad. I heard 50. Like, hold on, no,
That was
that's
all
that's a little much.
right. They had to,
My bad.
they had to
Right
pay
here,
him.
15. My fault.
They had to pay him. They had to pay him. They had to pay him. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I had to.
yeah.
No, because he was on. He wasn't. He damn near on a prove it deal with y'all. Close to a prove
More or
it
less.
deal. Wasn't he close to a prove it deal with y'all? So he proved
I
it.
bet it was like you get 1,000 yards, we'll give you this contract. But
He
still got money.
well, didn't he end with like 2,000 or close to it?
It wasn't that much. I think it was 16.
Okay. What do you expect him to have?
It's not like he had touchdowns too, and he outran everybody, had long touchdowns, everything that Derrick Henry does. So
Yeah,
I think it only helps him and Lamar in that offense.
Saquon
The
still
interior
better.
line is the best part, minus
Saquon still is the best running back in the league, though.
safe.
Derrick Henry's top 3.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry's top 3. I give you
Undisputed.
that.
And we can run offense. That's why we run 2 tight ends all the time. So, different from the Buckeyes podcast. You're going to see a lot of 2
You don't want to talk about your freaky ass kicker, though, huh?
Nice. He didn't Raven anymore. I got to talk about him.
Freaky ass kicker.
First name. I'm just saying.
They did.
Yeah.
It's not Tucker the Tickler, right?
Yeah.
And Justin Tickler. I'm crying.
I was like, they ain't finna let
He
him
ain't
go
Raven
off
no more. He's gonna go though.
And then they say it was 16. I said, oh yeah, they finna let that boy go.
Man.
Soon as them fingers
yeah, bro.
kicking ability. That shit gave superpower somehow.
Nah, but I truly do believe how he not missed game winners or games that made y'all lose by under 3. He'd still have a job. I think he'd still have a job.
I still think he will have a job. It just depends on the suspension and shit. I don't think he'll get a year like Deshaun, but I think it's gonna be 6-8 games. Somebody will pick him up.
Somebody's gonna pick him up around close to the end of right before the playoffs.
Yep. So some kickers start doing shitty or get hurt. Here he is.
But it's gonna be quietly.
I'm gonna hate it though. I'm gonna hate seeing him in a different jersey, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, we drafted a kicker too. We team had drafted
because everybody probably thought we was gonna see Ray Rice in another jersey.
True.
We all probably thought somebody was gonna take a chance on him, and nobody took a chance on him.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought so. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Ray Rice was gonna be in another football jersey, especially after the kicker from the Giants came out and talked about beating up his wife or some shit.
Right. When you want to talk about age and shit like that, that shit don't matter with a kicker. You want to talk about it with the other players.
It don't matter. I'm like, yeah, look at all the kickers. It don't matter. As long as I got a leg, that I could, because the kicker ain't got to do nothing but make kicks. Yeah, they got to practice and all of that, but they ain't got to really worry about. I ain't got to take no drill where somebody's gonna run me over.
No hits, 0 hits.
Right. So
Dead ass.
Boswell's still the best kicker in the league right now, though.
I don't know. Yeah, he got
Pittsburgh.
some competition. I thought it was going to be McPherson, but he was just as bad. Maybe they were seeing the same people. I don't
Boswell
know.
wasn't bad.
Boswell was
Boswell might
great.
be the best kicker in the league, bro, right now. As after we just seen what Tucker did, it's Boswell was a close second, and then this year was like Boswell was not missing.
I ain't mad at it. I hate seeing Boswell out there because well, our games are always that close anyway.
Yeah.
No matter how good teams are, or either team is,
Yeah.
always ends up coming down to that.
No, we tanking. No, we tanking for Manning.
You ain't tanking, bro.
Tanking for Manning. That's what they take. Y'all don't think we tanking?
Aaron Rodgers is
It looked like it. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like it. I'll be alive if I said y'all wasn't.
The George Pickens trade was crazy because when you start seeing all the picks they got for him, you like, okay, it was worth it.
But they put that into Olave. I like it a lot better.
Too. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, you get something out of it and you get something later. So It's like, hell no, I don't want Aaron Rodgers.
There's no way.
I don't think he's gonna play this year.
I'm saying
I'll retire.
No way.
I don't think he's gonna play.
Go there.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play this year.
Consider it. Because Aaron Rodgers is coming there, bro. Hector's about to not watch any games ever the whole season.
I'm gonna watch football. I like football, so I'm gonna watch football. But I'm just not. Y'all won't be able to troll me about nothing because I'm like, okay. I told y'all before the season started, if they sign Rodgers, I don't fuck them right now until Rodgers is gone, bro. That is a dumb move. Everybody can say it ain't, but that is a stupid move because you're only gonna get him for a year. I
think you should get back at him and root for the Ravens this year. That's all I think.
No.
Go ahead, get back at him.
No.
We gonna win the division. I think with Rodgers or without Rodgers, you still go 9-8 or 8-9.
Man, bro, do not say that. I'm hoping we go like 3-14.
That ain't gonna happen.
Because I think Tomlin's still gonna have a job because they're gonna tank this season, get a QB. That's why they building this defense. That's why they put their money into DK. That's why they went after Olave.
For Aaron Rodgers.
No. Bro, if Aaron Rodgers, bro, I'm gonna be so hot. But it's cool. I don't think
A-Rod gonna play this year, bro.
I think he's just reeling everybody in, and I might play, I might not. You know what's crazy though is I don't really like him, but I wish Pittsburgh would have traded and tried to get Trevor Lawrence as shitty as he's doing, and with Jacksonville, I think he'd be better than Pitt.
Yeah. You done?
I think he'd be better than Pitt. People don't like. They think Trevor Lawrence is trash. He might be a bust, but I think he'd do better in Pitt. I don't know why, but I think Trevor Lawrence would look great in Pitt. But
I would.
That's tough,
I would be happy,
bro.
Pittsburgh fan than Aaron Rodgers.
That's tough.
You give Olave I mean, you give Aaron Rodgers those weapons and fucking Lazard and all them other dudes will probably come over. That's going to be a lot of weapons for him.
And, bro, y'all, see, the thing about it is, though, with Aaron Rodgers, you only get him for a year. Like, if you think about it, our offense hasn't been shitty. If you put any like I tell motherfuckers, if you put Herbert, you could put fucking Trevor Lawrence, you could put Burrow, you could put Lamar Jackson, you could put Allen. Like, the only thing Pittsburgh is just been missing these past couple years is a quarterback.
Roethlisberger.
It was the Roethlisberger. If you get you a franchise quarterback, Pitt is a problem.
Everything else is nice. It's just like Cordell Stewart, Tom Maddox years for y'all between Neil McDonald and
Yeah, and then
Roethlisberger.
and you finally get Ben.
I, I don't know. I think if y'all tank for Arch, y'all gonna be upset with what he get anyway.
All right, so what y'all think about the other day, man? Brock Purdy, man. 5 years,
Not working.
265 million the other day, man. What y'all feeling about Brock Purdy, man? Other than signing, he's one of the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks in the league right now. How y'all feel about that?
Overpaid.
It won't work. He didn't deserve it.
I got a different take. I think he played underpaid for so long that in order to keep him in San Francisco, he was gonna have to uh, get reimbursed for those years too. So I think you take it over, not the 5 years of his contract, but the 9 years he's been playing or whatever.
That is true.
Personally, so the average is smaller. I'm not mad at it. But you think next year and the year after, the average quarterback salary is going to be $75 million. So that 50 doesn't look so bad in a couple of years. And you still got him for 5, and it's Purdy, so he's probably going to be loyal to y'all since y'all was loyal to him now. So I think they got their cornerstone at quarterback for the next 10 years or however long he can play.
Who they gonna put around him though? Who they gonna put around him?
Man, they already got IU. They got Kittle.
Kittle ain't got nothing. But hey, I think Kittle getting up there in age though.
They just gave Kittle an extension like last week.
See?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he just got paid too.
He just got
That's why D is in
so
Washington.
Who are you gonna put around him?
They already got it around him.
Yeah, they got.
And they defense is nice. They first round pick gonna be fucking mean, bro. He's mean. I watched a little tape of him. That dude's gonna be a menace on that D line.
McCaffrey still there?
They got McCaffrey. They got Jennings, IU, Kittle. Yeah.
What else you want to add?
Because McCaffrey ain't playing that much
too.
last year.
Jennings, all right. Jennings, they received Jennings. He won me a couple fantasy league games last year when IU was hurt. Mm-hmm. When IU was hurt, Jennings stepped up.
Watch Keenan Allen go out there.
Yeah, my boy Tony Bray, Bray said he deserved to get paid. And they just had to do it. He just got to do his job now. And then T-Mac, he's saying the biggest robbery since Kirk Cousins' last contract and the one before that. Maybe Dak too.
You're right, T-Mac. They got Ricky Pearson.
Yeah, they got Ricky Pearson, the rookie, the old boy from Florida. I mean, I think me personally, I think it's. I mean, the guy that took him to the playoffs, and took him to the Super Bowl his first couple of years. You know what I mean? And they just basically they giving them that bread, just basically celebrating them in that way for real, as far as giving them a big contract and keeping them intact. And they think he's the franchise guy. Obviously, if you paying them this type of money, you know what I'm saying, for sure.
Next year going to determine it.
Right.
Next year's got to determine it. If you got a healthy team, a healthy defense, and y'all don't do nothing, paying him will be a mistake.
This is why I believe Purdy wouldn't be good nowhere else. They drafted Trey Lance ahead of him, number one, right? Look how Trey Lance is looking outside of the Shanahan system. Not good. And I think Purdy will look the exact same way. If he leaves Shanahan, he going to look the exact same way. And I think Trey Lance could have done the exact same thing with San Fran that Purdy's doing because it's a system.
I don't believe
it's a system.
That. Do you have seen Trey Lance play? Hold on. Anywhere else, he's about to be a journeyman QB. But it's back up everywhere he goes.
Trey Lance beat out Purdy in camp. So
we're talking about
same system
and actually going in there and doing Purdy was the same system.
They was running the same system. They was running
Purdy
the same
beat
system,
him out,
and he beat him out.
Purdy beat him out.
Okay, so why did
he didn't, bro? Trey Lance got hurt.
Then he went to Dallas and he was
hurt, bro. He's gonna be a back, and now he's a backup somewhere else.
I know, but
journeyman backup now.
My whole point is this: Drew Bledsoe beat out Brady in camp, but Drew got hurt and Brady stepped in. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the same system.
So you're telling me Trey Lance is better than Brock Purdy?
No. What I'm sitting there saying is no. I'm not comparing the two. I'm sitting there saying that Brock Purdy's not going to be good in any other system but the Shanahan system. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
because Trey Lance was bad everywhere he went.
I guarantee you this. You put Brock Purdy on either one of our teams, the Ravens or the Steelers or the Bengals, he's ass.
Okay, I got a question for you. What was Trey Lance doing in San Francisco before he got hurt?
Winning the starting job.
Nothing.
He won the starting job.
Okay, and when he started, what did he do?
He had a good game. He tore his ACL.
Oh,
We never fully saw him.
Okay.
We never fully saw him
Game
in the
one.
system.
Game 1, he tore his ACL.
Game 1, we never saw him develop in the Shanahan system at all. We never saw him that. We never saw him have highs and lows under that system. We never saw how he would respond to a bad game under that system next game. We never saw none of that.
Because he's a journeyman backup QB now.
He's not that good.
Because
he was overdrafted and poorly drafted.
Other teams agree he's not a starter, bro. Other teams agree he's not a starter.
No, he's not a starter. Now he got his ACL torn. I don't think he's the same player with the ACL. Now everybody comes back good with the ACL.
What? Okay, so how did Rodgers get these contracts then?
Who?
How did Rodgers? Because he tore his ACL.
Because he's Aaron Rodgers. He's proven. Trey Lance ain't proven.
Okay.
He's
a journeyman backup QB for the rest of his career, and that's exactly what he will be.
I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm sitting there saying is that Brock Purdy has not shown that he can be. He was the last pick in the draft for a reason. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? He was the last pick in the draft for a reason.
I was just about to say that he did take him to the NFC Championship game.
Burrow's fucking process and presence and all that shit because he went to an AFC Championship game. Purdy did the same thing, making less than $1 million a year, bro.
And
this is what I'm saying.
And they praised that man Burrow. Oh, yeah, he did this.
Listen, the Niners got a better coach than the Bengals. The Niners have a better coach than the Bengals, a better system. Let's just keep it a buck.
Do they have a better team?
Huh? They have a better team?
They have a better defense. Do they have a better offense?
I don't think they got a better offense.
That's not even a debate about that. We can't even debate that.
Listen, Zach Taylor ain't Shanahan. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Like, he's not Shanahan, bro. He's not. Like,
we all agree on that.
So we talking about a system. Like, they talk about this all the time on NFL Live and all these. It's a system that they run, bro, and it fits Brock Purdy's play style. It fits his fucking attributes. Do you really think Brock Purdy can run a spread offense, 5 wide receivers, the same offense that Joe Burrow runs? You think Brock Purdy can throw the ball 40 times a game?
With Jamar Chase and all the weapons that Burrow has? Yes.
Yes.
Duh.
Listen.
Yes.
No question. I'm talking about
I disagree with that one.
Yes.
I'm talking about the offense. Can he run a spread?
That's what I'm talking about.
Nah.
I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about. Don't switch it up now.
He can't run no spread offense,
yes,
bro.
He would be fine. He wouldn't turn the ball over as much as Burrow. And I love Burrow. Burrow's the quarterback in the league. It's not
Burrow he don't turn the ball over much like that. I gotta disagree with that one. I gotta disagree with that.
I'm not saying.
I think they both do well with protecting the ball. Honestly, both of them.
Comparing the weapons that Purdy has in San Francisco to the weapons that the Bengals have, Burrow has the hands up. Like,
this is gonna end all of that. Do all of us agree? Do y'all think Sam Darnold is a starting QB in the league?
Yes, bottom quarter, best.
Okay,
but yes.
Is he better than Brock Purdy?
No.
So you see what fucking Sam Darnold did with Justin Jefferson. He is not better than Brock Purdy. So you're telling me you give Brock Purdy, Jamar Chase, T Higgins, he's gonna be shittier?
Hold on. What did Sam Darnold do? What did Sam Darnold do with Justin Jefferson in the playoffs? Played like shit. He played like fucking shit in the playoffs, bro. When it mattered,
you're missing the whole point.
He was ass.
He can get him. He can get him there. We all agree the Bengals had a better offense than the Niners.
Exactly.
No, we agree. Hold on. We agree that the Bengals have better offensive players. Now, do we agree that the Bengals have a better offensive? No.
Please
I would say, me personally, I'll say the Bengals offense is better than the 49ers currently right now. Currently right now.
What are we talking about?
And the play calling?
And literally, yeah, we all just agreed Sam Darnold is not better than Purdy. And look what Sam Darnold did with Justin Jefferson.
Addison's nice too, though.
Addison's nice too.
And then I don't
he played
running back they didn't really use
he played like
that.
shit in the playoffs, bro. He played like shit in the playoffs.
Bro, y'all play like shit in the playoffs for 30+ years.
They weren't supposed to be there anyway.
And this is true.
They were there. That was an accomplishment.
And they got held.
Thank you. They weren't even supposed to be there. Thank you, bro.
With the better weapons, and y'all didn't even make the playoffs. Fuck out of here. What are you even arguing, dude? Like, come on, man.
Listen, we arguing the fact that Brock Purdy would be good in another system.
Y'all had a better offense and didn't make the playoffs, though. That's exactly what he's saying. So y'all have all these offensive weapons, and you're thinking if Purdy is there, he can't do better than what Joe Burrow did last year.
Did the Niners make the playoffs last year?
Half their fucking offense was injured, bro. Please stop. Please.
Part of the game, though. Part of the game.
No, that's part of the game. Nah, bro. That's part.
We were talking about Sam Darnold.
No.
Because we all agree. Stop. We all agree that Sam Darnold was not better than Brock Purdy. That's what we agreed on, right? So the comparison is, if you would put Sam Darnold in the Bengals offense, would he do the same thing that Joe Burrow did, essentially? As good? No. Better than Sam Darnold would? Yes. So with better offensive weapons, Purdy would essentially do better. Like,
look what he did with Justin Jefferson, Addison, and the fucking running back they barely used. Took him to the playoffs and they won.
Aaron Jones.
Justin, let me
Jones, and they didn't even utilize him like they were supposed to.
Justin, let me make it very clear to you, bro. I never said put better weapons around Purdy, bro. Y'all.
You said he could have
that.
And you keep turning the argument.
Let
me finish.
You keep changing it to try to make sure you right, bro. And it ain't happening.
See, I told you. That nigga, I'm like, I just.
Let me get talking point out. Let me get it out.
Look, let me finish.
This ain't what you just said.
Let me finish, bro.
You literally just said you
proved our point like
with the
7 times and then switched the subject.
No, I did not, bro. I literally said in the beginning, I said Brock Purdy is a system quarterback, and I ain't the only one that said that.
And you said
I literally
could
said,
not put him with the Bengals.
Let me speak, bro. Stop talking over me. Let me speak, bro. God damn. Like I literally said Brock Purdy is a system quarterback. I mentioned Shanahan. Y'all niggas talking about weapons and other weapons and all this other shit. I never mentioned weapons from the beginning. And then another thing, bro. Jay Crust, you talking about yesterday. Hold on. Jay Crust, hold on, bro. You was talking about yesterday about that bet, right? You was talking about yesterday about that bet, right? And you was talking out, and I was like, you know what? And I was like, you know what? No bet because injuries happen. And you was like, injuries happen every year. We can't predict the future. That's what you said. So if you want to,
I say that to say this. How does that?
I said that to say this. No, listen. I said that to say this. Why did you can't use injuries on why San Francisco didn't make the playoffs last year? They didn't make the playoffs. You couldn't
put Purdy with the Bengals and they could win.
They had the weapons.
They got
the Bengals didn't make the playoffs because Logan Wilson was injured. That's what you said. So how are you going against that? You see how this shit works? I'm still going to here, bro, because you
you said you could not put Purdy into Bengals and they could win. Purdy could win with the Bengals.
I said you couldn't put Purdy in any other system and win. Not just the Bengals.
He would win.
I said any other system.
You said you
could
not put him with the Bengals. You said it.
I don't think Purdy's good anywhere else.
This live rewatch this live and watch yourself say you could not put Purdy with the Bengals and they do good. And he do good. You said it.
I don't think it's good.
You said it, bro. You said
I don't think it's good.
We're not bringing up the Bengals.
I don't think it's good.
Hold on. I got a question.
Purdy is better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah, for sure. I got a question about Purdy real quick for y'all. I got a question. Now with Brock Purdy, right? we seen how his season went last year, where of course, they had some guys on offense that went down and everything, and we okay, there was kind of a moment for Brock Purdy to kind of show and prove a little bit, like, can he control the offense, and make some of these guys that ain't that valuable, that ain't stars, can he make some of these guys not, end up making them make plays? And it showed last year he wasn't able to make some of them guys make some plays, so it kind of carries into what TB was saying as far as him being a systematic quarterback.
I can't agree with that.
But I understand y'all standpoint for as him. Y'all think that he does has the talent that he can play. If he had the same talent with Joe that Joe does at the Bengals, he'll be better. But I disagree because the thing is, Joe, I honestly think Joe.
We never said better. We never said better. We said he could still survive in those systems and he would still thrive. Y'all trying to put words in niggas' mouths. No, we said
no. So all right. So y'all saying all right. Check it.
And look,
okay, all right, check this. So
his weapons. Sam Darnold was a backup everywhere else. Cam, am I wrong?
Yeah, he was. But then you still had Jordan, JJ, got Jordan Addison. Both of those guys is good.
He got to the right system, and when he got to the right system, he looked good.
No, he got Justin Jefferson. He got Justin Jefferson, bro. He got Justin Jefferson at a rookie Addison that was good. Aaron Jones, all I got, Justin Jefferson was acting like Randy Moss. Throw it up.
What happened when it mattered?
Throw it out
there.
They
got a good tight end too. They got Hawkinson too. They got a nice little core.
They had a nice core. They had a nice core, and he won that playoff game, was one and done and played like trash.
And Purdy would have done better. That's the point. Purdy would have done better than Sam Darnold.
We're talking about a quarterback, right? We're talking about a quarterback who had 20 interceptions, 12 interceptions, only 20 touchdowns, who went 6-11, who's got $250-something million. 12 interceptions, 20 touchdowns, you go 6-11, and you get $250 million? Stop it.
Yeah. Look at you gotta understand. Look at everything he did. Hold on.
My fault.
Y'all paid an injury Joe Burrow. Missed 2 years. Hold on. Missed the playoffs the past 2 years too. Hold on. Y'all paid him. But motherfucker who takes y'all to the NFC Championship game loses all his weapons. Literally loses McCaffrey. Debo ended up getting traded. Who else get injured?
Is Purdy better than Burrow? Is Purdy better than Burrow?
No.
Okay.
We're not saying that. Nobody said that.
Then what's your comparison then? What's your comparison then?
The point. Nobody said he was better than Burrow. But Joe Burrow has missed 2 seasons, missed the playoffs twice. Y'all holding on to that AFC Championship and that Super Bowl. He deserved to get paid, but Purdy don't. And he was making $1 million and took y'all to the NFC Championship game. Fuck it. I'll check. I'll fuck it. Free agent meeting.
Are you taking Brock Purdy over Joe Burrow? I'm just asking.
Nobody is saying that. No.
They're moving the goalposts, brother.
No,
Justin.
We said the opposite the whole time.
That's what y'all did, though, bro. But I never said give Brock Purdy weapons. I say he's a system quarterback, and y'all respond back with weapons, bro.
And he could not go
with that. Mixing with that bullshit,
bro.
Yes, mixing with that bullshit, nigga.
He would
this is what it is. They
doing all that shit don't make you right, bro. Don't make you right, bro. I just don't. You don't the goalpost shit when you moved the goalpost, bro. Beginning of the conversation, nigga. You literally just did that. So mix me with the goalpost shit, nigga. Nobody mentioned nothing about Brock Purdy's weapons, nigga. And y'all responded with weapons moving the fucking goalpost, nigga. And I literally just said, why you shaking your head? Because it don't make you right either. That is a system quarterback.
Right now.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears to get into the schedule, man. So, speaking into week 1, man. Week 1. Let's go ahead and get into week 1 with the schedule release. Week 1, we got the daggone starting off the season. You got the Cowboys and Eagles playing on Thursday night, man. They starting off the season this year. Then you got The Raiders versus the Patriots. That's gonna be an abysmal game.
That's gonna be
I
shitty.
got a hot take too. I got a hot
That's
take,
gonna be
Cam.
shitty. Let's
I
not
got a hot
lie.
take.
That's a shitty
I got a
game.
Cam. I got a hot take. I think
Go
the
ahead.
Cowboys gonna beat the Eagles week 1 by 10 points.
Oh God.
Who?
Who?
That's my hot take.
Hey, I got
Who
money
gonna beat
since
the
Matt
Eagles?
cried.
I said the Cowboys beat the Eagles week 1 by 10.
Mm,
Huh?
it's documented.
I'm not a Cowboys
It's
fan.
documented.
I'm not a Cowboys
That's a
fan or an Eagles
wild
fan.
take.
This is the
I'm gonna go.
Philly
Uh,
did lose
Yeah,
some people though.
I'll take that.
Huh?
Philly
okay.
did lose some people though.
And then going forward, you got the Dolphins at they get the Dolphins at the Colts. Then you got the Giants versus the Commanders. The Bengals versus the Browns. The Titans versus the Broncos. That should be a good one. The
Hell,
Lions
hey,
versus
stop,
the
man.
Packers.
Who?
The Lions versus the Packers. The Ravens versus the Bills on Sunday night.
That's gonna
That
be a
night.
good game.
You got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. The
That's gonna be a
Steelers
good
versus
game.
the Jets week 1. Interesting.
I think
Cardinals
every
versus
team.
the Saints.
Shit.
The Cardinals
Buccaneers
versus
versus
Saints
the
is a
Jets
trash
is up.
game.
you got the Buccaneers versus the Falcons. 49ers at Seahawks. The Texans against the Rams. And then to cap it off on Monday night, you got the Vikings playing the Bears.
I think the Bengals lose week 1 to the Browns.
Who gonna lose to the Bears?
Who went to the Bears? Vikings? Vikings.
I think the
Vikings or
Giants
Bears.
quarterback.
I ain't gonna
JJ
lie.
McCarthy.
I think the best games out of week 1, honestly, is of course the Cowboys, Eagles. I like that Lions and Packers game. I
That's
like
gonna be
the
a good game.
Ravens and Bills. I think the Ravens and Bills gonna be a banger.
That's number one.
Steelers and Jets is definitely an interesting game for sure.
Yeah.
So if
I
NFL knows
if
something,
they
Aaron
sign
Rodgers,
Rodgers, I don't give a fuck about that game.
they are.
Chiefs and Chargers, I like that game too to start off for sure. Bengals and Browns, of course, you know what I'm saying?
I don't really
Ohio
like the
game.
Bengals Browns.
Bengals losing that game though.
At Cleveland, week 1.
Can happen.
Yeah, we losing that game, bro.
That
Bengals play shitty against rookie
defense gonna be
quarterbacks, bro.
crazy.
Rookie quarterbacks torch us, bro. Every time we play a rookie quarterback, bro, we get cooked.
What's good? Well, you always get cooked.
Think a
Defense
rookie
sucks.
starting?
I'm just telling you,
What
bro.
rookie starting? What rookie starting?
I'm not dealing with this
What
guy.
rookie starting?
Yeah.
Of the
We get cooked,
Well,
bro.
they're gonna start Flacco.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about
rookie starting?
Flacco, bro.
I think they starting Flacco. I don't think they starting Flacco.
It's gonna be Flacco or Kenny Pickett.
Nah.
One of them two.
door.
I don't see it, bro.
Do you really think
If
a
they
rookie's
do,
gonna
I
start?
want you to be right, though. I want you to be right.
They're
I
gonna
want
throw
them to
support
start
out
Flacco.
there to try to make an example out of him, so they can try to make him look bad. But he gonna end up showing out.
Who, Shador?
Yep.
I agree.
I don't think they start Shador week 1. That's
Looking
just
good, though.
my
According to
opinion.
reports.
I mean, he looking good from the
They're
clips,
gonna
I
start with
think.
their bad.
Yo, this is a funny thing. Here's a funny thing. Did y'all see that picture where Dylan Gabriel is taking a picture with all the quarterbacks and everybody put the guacs up?
Yeah, I posted that in this group the other day. They be playing it.
Yo,
Bro, they playing Dylan Gabriel cock, man, out here, man. They said he been looking all right in practice, though, but they everybody likes Shador more than Dylan right now, for real, man. That's why I just question why y'all draft Dylan Gabriel over Shador still, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we know the question, but still stupid.
That was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful, bro.
What other game, man? What?
Looking at these niggas like, damn, I'm your teammate too. Can y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all stop?
Hey, I got a problem though. Why would the NFL put the Vikings and Bears on Monday night on week 1? Like, why would they do that?
What's wrong with that?
Trying to make sure K. Williams gets all his endorsements.
What's wrong
because
with
he
that
really.
though?
They could. I thought that they out of the schedule. You could have put somebody else, bro. Look, this is my thing about the NFL, and we talked about this last year too. They be picking bad games for primetime games a lot, man. Very often on Monday night, Thursday night. You know, a lot of the Thursday night games the last few years been
Yo, they
ass. Like,
had Carolina, Atlanta last year on Thursday
but
night.
nobody don't want to see that, bro. Let them play Sunday at 1 o'clock, man. Nobody want to see that bullshit on Thursday night, man. That's the
They
shit
had,
I don't like about the NFL, bro. Like they have the Jaguars playing the Bears on Thursday night. Nobody don't want to see that. Let them play on Sunday, man.
hey, hold. Speaking of, can I, Cam? Can I add this little mini topic
Good,
in here real quick that we can talk about real
good.
quick? Can we talk about that Atlanta Falcons coach's son, who's
Oh,
calling
you
people
talking
on
about
draft night?
with the shit with Shador?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it wasn't
they
Shador.
got fined and everything
I
for
think
it.
Will Howard got a call too. A couple
A lot
players
of
got.
players. I don't know if it was. I know the one specifically with him was with Shador. Now I don't know if he did. He was calling other players and prank calling other
Yeah,
people because I
other
heard
people
it
got
just
calls
started to
too.
become a thing.
Yeah, I think Will Howard got a call too, bro. He got like a prank call too. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I read that. Like a lot of players got. But do you think that the punishment was suffice?
I mean, I like because I remember when we was talking about it at the time. I was like, I mean, what could how you gonna punish them? Like,
Draft
was just
picks.
they gave him a fine and everything, and they
I
gave him a
want to draft
fine.
picks.
I
I
thought
want to
it
draft
was
picks.
cool for what it was, but
Uh,
it only be if you wanted to take draft picks, it'd have to be like Shador a first round pick and shit. Like it had to be on that type of time. But, you know what I mean, more so. But with Shador being a fifth rounder, I mean, they just find them pretty much, spend them for some activities, shit like that.
Go
But
ahead, Jay.
but
Everybody's gonna.
no, what's I think the best literally the best games I say the Lions and Packers, Ravens and Bills, Cowboys and Eagles, and that Texans and Rams game that should be a banger probably too for real. You know what I mean? So they got and the Steelers and Jets. I like that Steelers and
I like
Jets
that
game. It's
game
gonna
too.
be
If Aaron
interesting.
Rodgers go back, you got Aaron Rodgers versus
Man, Aaron
Jet
Rodgers
versus
is not going to Pittsburgh.
he going. He going.
I think I think Pittsburgh gonna be starting Mason Rudolph week one, man.
I do too. I do too.
They're going
It's
after
gonna be
Olave.
Mason Rudolph.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
They go. That's what
No,
they go. I
either
don't know why
tanking
you
or
don't
not.
believe it.
Stop TK. They're not tanking, bro. They know he's coming, but it's Aaron Rodgers, so it's on Aaron Rodgers' time.
And
But
He's
why
they got
coming.
Chris
is Aaron
Olave.
Rodgers playing games though? Like why?
Aaron Rodgers, when hasn't he played games? Since
Like why is he
college, bro.
doing
Since
it though? 'Cause
since college.
it's
He
just
still
nasty,
do that.
bro.
Yeah, that is true. I went to the
He just
woods and
he need to
I did
retire.
shrooms and
I'd
thought
rather
about
AR-12 just retire.
They say he's
I just rather,
going
Shit.
through a divorce or
But
something.
Rodgers.
They say he's going
you
through
can get
something
the check.
personal.
Get that check.
That's what they say.
he got all the
They say he's going through
money.
something
He
personal.
don't need to play. He don't need to play no more, bro. Like if you ain't gonna come, like I don't like how I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. If you ain't gonna practice with the team during training camp and shit, bro. Like nobody want to see you. Just sit your ass back. Get on the podcast with Pat McAfee every now and then and drink your whiskey and chill, man. And lay
Cause
it
and
down,
they
man.
ain't gonna.
Hang it up.
It's
They
LeBron.
and they not gonna
It's
pay.
LeBron coming
You're
back for
not getting
$50
paid
million
40
next
million to
year,
30
when he
million a
can't play
year.
like he used to. Knowing LeBron fell off, but he ain't gonna turn down $50 million. Why
I don't think
would you?
LeBron fell off though.
Pitt ain't gonna pay him fucking $30 million
That's
though.
not what I'm
Pitt is not
saying.
gonna pay
What I'm
him
saying,
$30 million.
whatever, $30 million for a starting quarterback ain't bad at all,
Yeah,
They're not
for
gonna.
any
But
that's under the
Pitt's
organization.
not gonna
market.
pay him that.
That's
They
under the
lesson
market.
from
That's $20
being.
million under market.
Under market
That's
like that.
For Aaron
that's
Yes.
20 million under
Rodgers for
market.
1 year, man, y'all go to hell, man. Go to hell.
But I'm saying it's 20 million under market though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying
I get
market
that, but
price.
for a 1 year deal, no, they're not gonna give Aaron Rodgers $30 million, bro.
No, it's incentives to
Nah.
$30 million. So it end up
Yo,
being like 22. And what they're gonna do is put 15 or 16 in that signing bonus. So it's
yeah,
only like 6 or 8 towards the
yeah,
cap, bro. That's what they're gonna do.
Wow.
yeah.
It's
Yo,
already
what
probably been
Man,
signed
and
and
I'm not a fan.
whenever
hey,
Aaron
You
wanna
heard it here
come.
He
first.
said I'm not a
I'm
fan.
yo, but who's
nah.
serious question
I'm t-
though? Serious question though. Why doesn't Pittsburgh want to pay TJ?
Who?
How come Pittsburgh
Why?
don't want to pay TJ?
I think that's TJ that ain't signing. I think they offered him a contract, I believe. I think it's probably more than what he wants. See, Myles Garrett fucking up the game. That's what's fucking up Trey Henderson. That's what's fucking up TJ.
Max
Myles
Crosby
Garrett.
too.
Max Crosby too.
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah,
absolutely agree.
once you pay them that, these motherfuckers start looking at y'all like, hold on.
Now, like this, honestly, check this out though. Me and Heck got into it about Trey and TJ a while back.
TJ
And
is
I
still
would say,
better.
hold on, I will say this right now though. I will say this right now. I was probably wrong because when I was watching a couple of analysts and I was looking up Trey, bro, like he has a lot of games where there's empty calories. And what I mean by empty calories is that he'll go missing from the first 3 quarters, and then he'll have a sack in the third, and then 2 sacks in the fourth, and then all you see in the box score is Trey Henderson 2 tackles or no 3 tackles or 3 sacks. Like, but he
So
ain't
that's
do
not
nothing all
conditioning
game.
on the player's part because he's in
Huh?
better condition than the other guys, and he don't get tired. He keeps going full speed. Like that's how is that a bad thing for him?
I'm not questioning his motor, bro. He has a motor. I'm not questioning his effort. I'm not saying he's not out there trying.
I'm
I'm not
saying
saying
that's
that
why you
not
get
putting forth
late
effort.
game stats. That's why you get late game stats.
And that's
It should
fine.
be
But
better.
what I'm saying is
He's
though,
saying he's stat stuffer. He a stat stuffer.
that's what. But yeah,
He's
and what I'm saying is, bro,
not a
in,
game
in the
changer.
second
He a
quarter,
stat stuffer.
yeah, Jay, when we need a stop, or a third down conversion or a stop in second, he will go quarters without making no plays. That's what I'm saying. It's the truth,
This is why I want Trey to hold out because Bengals fans like him.
bro.
I'm
I'm
just
just
Trey
being
ain't better
honest,
than
bro.
TJ though.
Baltimore so you can play him
I'm
twice a
gonna
year.
still
Because
scream that.
Come to
that goes back to
Trey
what I
Baltimore
is
was
not
so
saying.
you
better
can
than
play him
TJ.
twice
So
a
hey,
year.
that's what I go back to what I was saying. TJ don't have games like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, because TJ's getting doubles.
No, even
He's
when
getting
he don't
doubles.
have games like TJ's always disrupting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Even when he's doubled, he's always making tackles. He's always making tackles in the backfield. He's always stuffing the run. Maybe show me a play, Cam. Tell me if I'm lying. Have you seen does any one play of Trey Henderson sticks out where he's stopped a 3rd and 1 in the backfield?
But
So
hey,
right
it
now,
looks like
I
Trey gonna hold out,
mean,
and it looks like you gonna end up having to pay.
Trey is
But
more. I'll be honest. Trey is more of a pass rusher than a
Hey,
run stopper,
that's
in
all
my
I'm saying.
opinion.
That's
You know
all
what I
I'm
mean?
saying. He don't stack up the tackles like in the run. Most of his tackles is all sacks, which is not a bad
so
thing.
all right. So for right now, you get Logan Wilson back, and you're down Trey Henderson, Sam Hubbard, Shamar Stewart, and that linebacker from South Carolina, and you stuck with Pratt and Logan Wilson, and a young
Bro, they're
secondary
all gonna get
in
what
signed.
what is
Taylor
All
y'all
of our
Britt.
rookies
record
gonna
gonna
get
be?
signed. All of our
What y'all
rookies are
Where's
gonna
record
get
gonna be?
signed.
it gonna be, bro?
I want to hear
All of
this.
our rookies are gonna get signed, bro.
No, look at this. Look at the delusion. You see, he ain't answering that. What is y'all record gonna be when everything he just says happens? When Trey holds out, when y'all only got Logan Wilson, but y'all lost to all these motherfuckers, and y'all got a young secondary because y'all defense was garbage
Asked an
last year.
unreasonable question. He asked an unrealistic question. Saying that our
It's
rookies ain't
not
gonna get signed is
unrealistic because
It's
unrealistic. Our
reality
rookies gonna
Trey
get
is in
right
the
now, brother.
Trey is
It's
in the media.
our
reality right
rookies are
Saying
gonna
now.
get
y'all
signed,
ain't
The
gonna
bro.
rest
talk
of y'all have them. They're not yours yet. Like, you
because
know what I mean? As of right
Trey is
now,
basically
they ain't
Trey is
even
in the
playing
media
for y'all.
saying he gonna sit out.
Bro, our
Trey is in
rookies
the
gonna
media
get
saying he gonna
signed,
sit
bro.
out.
Trey said
You
There's,
said you
it
believe the players.
himself, bro. Himself. Like I told
I'm
y'all
not talking about
4
Trey.
months
I'm
ago
not
or
talking about
whatever.
Trey. I'm talking about the rookies. Our rookies gonna get signed, bro. Our rookies are
So
gonna get
with your
signed. That's what I'm
young
talking about.
secondary, what is y'all record gonna be against the
I don't
North?
think our secondary is young, bro. Our secondary is not young. Cam Taylor
Y'all,
Britt ain't
y'all
young.
fucking defense was garbage last year. So without a Trey Hendrickson that even makes y'all defense, what is y'all record gonna be?
I think
I
I
want to
think
hear the
I think
delusion.
I think we're a minimum 10-win team. Minimum.
I don't know.
Minimum.
No, but if Trey don't play, no, y'all not getting 10. Y'all wasn't 10 last year
Nope.
with Trey.
All right,
With Trey.
let me
With
speak on
Trey.
Trey. Hold on. Let me
Hold
do
on.
this. Let me speak
Week
on Trey
With
one.
real
Trey.
quick.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me get this shit
Week
off
one
real
games
quick
without
about
Trey
Trey.
playing.
let me speak on Trey real quick. With Trey Hendrickson, he has no fucking leverage whatsoever. If he
Y'all
holds
both
out the
said
career,
that.
hold out this,
Let me finish.
I'm saying, but listen though,
Y'all
he
both said
has no
that.
leverage, bro. Okay, yes, he has no leverage. So him sitting out, he's not going to get paid. Who the
So
hell like Trey Hendrickson is going to
that's
sit
why
out a whole year and
I
not get
think that's
paid?
gonna be worse. Who do you think's gonna want more in that moment and this year than Trey Hendrickson playing? Trey, where knowing he gonna get that contract like Garrett, like Max Crosby, just up under them, or
Somewhere else.
himself for the next 2 3 years, not going through the wear and tear of another season for no money. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Whatever. Like,
Go ahead,
He
yeah,
ain't
Cam.
he ain't in his twenties though, bro.
Go ahead,
He in
Cam.
his
told you
thirties.
how
Neither is
much he loved
Miles
y'all.
Garrett.
He in
Thing
his
about that
thirties.
is
You
now
sit out a whole year, bro. You can't. You sit out a whole year.
Neither
That's
is
not
Miles
good
Garrett,
for you,
though.
bro. When you in your thirties,
Neither
you
is
gotta
Miles
stay
Garrett.
active, bro. You can't. He ain't no motherfucker that can sit out a whole year and then come back and then be leading the league in sacks,
No.
bro. He's not that guy.
he
Especially
is.
not in his
Y'all been
thirties.
telling me he's that guy the last three
No,
years.
we haven't,
No,
Y'all been telling me
Jay.
that.
he's
No, we
not that guy
haven't.
Y'all
when they
been
got a
No,
telling
we
me that.
haven't.
Y'all
pain.
Bengals fans
No,
been
we
He's not
telling me
haven't.
that
that.
guy
Bro,
when
And
they
now
got a
since y'all
listen
put
to
pain.
that
him. He's not,
organization,
bro. Listen to him. Hold on. Let's get some correlation with it. He's not about to sit out a whole year and not get paid, bro.
He's
He's
not.
not.
And
I just
y'all
don't
know
see it
that.
happening, bro.
somebody
Like
else
the
something.
deal would get done, bro.
You
Nobody
know
don't
that,
even
bro.
want to trade for
You
him.
know that.
No, nobody's
Because y'all
trading
were the
for him.
first round.
Y'all know that, bro.
Because it's Mike
What
Y'all
the
know
Brown.
he's
what the
not going to
fuck
sit
did
out.
that got to do with it, bro?
Because Mike
We
Brown.
answer the
Mike
calls.
Brown. Mike Brown.
If Trey Hendrickson is the guy that other teams are interested in, then why did they not make calls for trades for him during the
Ding
offseason?
Mike Brown.
dong. Ding dong. No. No. See, this is the
Y'all
thing you're
can't
doing, Jay.
that Mike
You're
Brown. That
letting
ain't
your
no
Bengals
answer
hate
though,
cloud
bro.
your
That's not no answer. They'll be getting a little bit serious
you're
with
letting
this
your
shit.
Bengals hate
If
cloud
he
stop you from getting
if he had
paid, bro.
Because they want to
listen,
prove a point. They want to
if
prove a
NFL
point. The owner slave mentality type shit. They want to prove a point how they hire, because that's how Mike Brown works.
they
That's
they,
what
they
they
are
He
they,
do.
they
really trying to
definitely
be shown.
don't get it twisted. They
Okay,
definitely
so
are
now
doing
Trey
that.
Henderson, which surprisingly it's a white dude that can't get his money in the NFL because they want to make an example out of him. That don't make no fucking sense. Look what
I'm gonna
happened to
say this,
Shador,
man.
and
I'm
he
gonna
gonna
say
end up
this.
being better for it.
I'm gonna
And
say
Trey's
this.
gonna end up being better for it and getting three more Pro Bowls and sack leaders top five in the next 3 years. 2 out of the next 3 years if he doesn't play this year,
I'm gonna
or
say
if
this
Mike
though.
makes
I'm gonna
sense
say
and
this.
somebody actually offer him a real deal.
I'm gonna say this. Regardless of what you say about Mike Brown, regardless of what you say how shitty our front office is, we already admitted that. It doesn't change the fact that he has no leverage, Jay. It doesn't change the fact, bro. You can
We
say
don't want
whatever you
no
want to
first
Time
say.
round
out,
for him,
time
Ray.
out,
It
That's
don't
time out,
cat.
time out. The
change
whole leverage is
nothing.
him
It
playing.
don't change
It's him
nothing,
playing.
bro.
He can
Whatever
sit
you
out.
saying don't change
You act
nothing,
like his money ain't fine. Like he ain't got.
bro.
Come on, dog.
He
He's
showed
fine.
up to
His
minicamp.
money is fine.
Why he
He
showed up to
ain't doing it
Can
minicamp,
I
for the
Jay?
can
money,
I
but
say
he
Why he
something?
showed up
gonna
to
Can
do
I
minicamp?
say
enough to
something?
Why he
last.
showed up to minicamp?
Come
Can
Why
on,
he
I
showed up
say
to
something?
minicamp?
Can I say something?
Why he showed up
let's
to
go ahead.
minicamp, Jay?
Let's
Why he
go
Can
showed
I
up to
ahead.
say
minicamp?
Go
something?
ahead.
He
Can I
Go
say
showed
ahead.
up
something?
to
Go
minicamp
ahead.
because he didn't want to get fined. He showed up to minicamp because Zach Taylor
That is
called
true.
him. Zach, you
That
know,
is true.
this is what
Okay.
Trey Henderson said. This is what Trey Henderson said. This is way out of his mouth. He said Zach Taylor called me and said that if I don't show up to minicamp, the Bengals are going to fine you. So what
Yep.
did he do? He showed the fuck
Showed up
up.
and had the interview
He
Bro, can I
where
showed
he
the
say
fuck
talked
something?
up.
about not
Thank you,
playing.
bro. That's
That's
good.
where he
Can
Ray,
I
had
say
you
the
talking
something?
interview
about
where he
Can I
talked
say
about
something?
not
He ain't missing
playing
no
this
game
year.
checks. He ain't
Let me
missing no game
let,
checks. If he ain't want to miss a mini camp check, what makes you think he's gonna miss a game check?
let me say
If
something.
he's not
Did
willing to
he
miss a mini camp
have
check,
pads on?
what
He
makes
have a
you think he's gonna
helmet
miss
that.
a
on?
You
game
gotta
He
think
check?
of
had
the
hold on.
logic of
He
that.
just
They
showed up so
didn't
he didn't get
practice.
fined.
Did he
Bro,
He just showed up so he
Hey,
didn't get
participate with
hey.
fined.
So
Marshawn
if
All right, there's different
he's showing
types.
enough to not miss out on money with the
There's
mini
different
camp,
types of
bro.
shit.
who makes you think he's
Okay.
gonna miss a
Then
game
why would
check?
he miss a game
Can I
if
say
he don't want
something?
to?
Can I say
That
something?
logic right there. Y'all
Can
got
I
to
say
read the
something?
room in
Can
that,
I say
man.
I mean,
something?
come
Go
on,
ahead.
man.
He's sitting here
Hey,
saying
Ray.
he's
Come
saying he
on, bro.
won't
He
sit
ain't
out.
missing no game checks. He not missing no game checks. If he ain't missing mini camp checks, he ain't missing no game checks. What
So,
checks are
bro.
bigger? What checks are
Okay.
bigger? The game
You're
Okay.
checks
right.
are bigger.
You're right. Because he has
Okay.
a high chance of injury when he shows up to minicamp and wears a t-shirt and a baseball hat,
That's more reason, bro. He's not
as
participating, but he's
opposed to
showing
not
up.
participating and going in a live game and risking injury and all
See,
that.
and
Come on,
hold
dog.
on.
It's
See, and
business,
he's
bro.
doing it.
Okay,
It's
And
a
he's doing it
business.
to the media.
okay.
He's saying shit to the media.
He gonna miss game
He's
6.
talking to
Okay.
the media. He's talking shit to the
Somehow.
media too.
It ain't Stephen A. and sources and shit, bro. It's out the horse's mouth, son. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's saying y'all is not trying to pay him. He's like, I don't want to sit out, but
Y'all
he's
ain't
talking to the
trying to
media, bro.
talk to the
I'm not as far as negotiation tactics.
I
I'm
agree.
Yeah,
with
he's
It's
y'all.
talking
I
nasty,
told
to the
dog.
y'all.
media, bro. So he's
Listen,
okay.
listen. As far as
So all right,
negotiation
let me say
tactics,
this.
I'm not
Let me
disagreeing.
say this.
I
Let me say
said,
this.
go ahead.
Let me say
Go ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
You sitting here saying he won't sit out. That's because that's what you think because of what he's doing right now. He's putting y'all in the Bengals on the spotlight by going to the media. That oh, they're not trying to pay me. I do want to be here, but they're not trying to pay me.
Mhm.
You're saying he won't sit out. Okay, cool. You say whatever you want, but there are players that I'm a Pittsburgh fan. When Le'Veon did it to us, bro, you
right?
can sit here and say whatever you want. Say whatever nobody's gonna pay him. Somebody will pay him. He can sit out and train and be healthy for the next fucking year. Somebody is going to pay him a 3-year contract off of that, and it's gonna be the money he wants. And that's what's gonna be crazy, and y'all gonna lose him
I
for
disagree.
nothing.
I
Y'all gonna lose
disagree
him
with
for
that.
Okay.
fucking
I'm gonna tell you.
nothing.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on,
And
hold
y'all
on, hold
gonna
on.
lose
I'm
him
gonna
for
tell you. I'm gonna
fucking
tell you
nothing.
exactly why I disagree with that. Because of the
Okay.
fact, it wasn't no teams having interest in trading
Because
for
y'all
him in the
wanted a
off
first
season.
round pick. Y'all
No,
wanted
we
a
did. We
first round
wanted a
pick to get
second,
You
bro.
wanted
So
a
that
man.
was
second and
cat.
a third.
You
You wanted
looking
a
at what
second
Ray
and
said
a
in the
third.
comments, and
We
that's
asked for
cat.
a second
That's
and a
cat.
third.
Y'all did want
And
a
then look
first
at it.
round
And
pick,
then
Cam. Hey, Cam,
no,
please
we
stop
didn't,
lying.
bro. No,
Oh,
we
hey,
didn't.
hold
We
on,
was
hold on,
asking for a
hey,
second
hey,
No,
rounder.
y'all
hey,
weren't.
Hold on,
hey,
hold on. Let me address something real quick. With the Le'Veon Bell, when he set out that year, what he do after that?
He
He didn't do shit.
got
He was
paid.
ass.
He got
He was
paid.
ass
Did he
though.
get paid? Did he
He
get
got
paid?
one
Yes or
check and
no?
then
Did he get
he
paid?
got
Did he
gone.
get
He was
paid? Did he
ass
get his
after
money?
that, bro.
Did he get his
hold on.
He
money?
was
Let me say something.
He
ass.
got
Hold
that
on.
Jeff
He
money,
ain't
and then he
Let me
came
say
play
back
something real
long
home
quick.
and
after that.
played.
He played like
Huh?
2, 3 years after
Did
that.
he
He
get
was
his
done.
money?
Hold on.
Too.
Hold
Stop.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Real quick though. Real
Did he
quick.
get his
Y'all
money?
arguing
Yes
the
or
fact
no?
that he
That's
got
all
his
that
money.
matters. That's all that
Hey,
matters. Did
Y'all,
he get his money?
we talking about the
We
performance. He ain't get no big. He ain't
Nobody
get no
cares
big.
about
He
that.
didn't
We
get the
just want to
contract.
hear where he won it.
Hold on. Le'Veon didn't get the contract or the money he wanted sitting out that year. What are you talking
Yes, he
about?
did. He
Hey,
got
No,
it
the
in
if
fuck he didn't,
publicity,
cash.
bro.
if
Bro, that
publicity is
nigga was.
marketing,
Man,
yes,
stop
I'm
it,
about
bro.
to
yeah.
go to.
Now
I'm
y'all
about to go.
capping now. Now I got y'all right here now.
Yeah,
Le'Veon did not get the money he
I'm about to
wanted
look
when
at
he set out that
his
year,
contract.
bro.
With the
He
I'm
Jets,
about to look
yes,
up his
didn't.
he
Jets
did.
contract.
Yes, he got paid
I'm
54
about to look up
million
his Jets contract.
guaranteed, nigga. With the
I'm about to
Jets.
look it up.
With the Jets, he got paid. That's all that mattered to him. That's what y'all missing. Nigga, I'll lose a whole year, healthy, go to a team that's gonna pay me. Guaranteed. Put the levy. It was a guaranteed money.
So Le'Veon, he got the deal. He got the deal.
That's all,
But then
and
he
he
got
didn't give a fuck
released
about his
the next year.
performance.
He got
Bro,
released the
that's
next year.
Yeah.
not
said
without
he
a
gonna sit
buyout.
out this year.
Not without a buyout.
Like, what are you missing? What are you missing? It's about the money.
But
Cool, I'll lose.
but in this case though, bro, in this case, nobody was willing to trade for him, bro. They was willing to trade for him. So the interest ain't that much there as he thinks, bro.
Because if you trade for
He
him, you
don't
only have
have
that
that
1
much
year.
trade.
If you trade for him, you have that 1 year. Not a signed contract where you have 3 or 4, whatever
A
I
lot of teams,
trade
a
you.
lot of teams, a lot of
That's
teams, if
not.
they trade for a player,
That's
they end up
not.
extending you. A lot of people that trade for a player, they end up extending you, like they just
Hey,
did
I'm
with
about to
Debo
have to hop
Samuel
back
over there
on
with the
later.
Commanders.
I'm at to hop
That's
back on.
misunderstood contract.
You ready?
It's
Go
not
ahead,
like the
bro.
Bengals giving us. The
Like,
Bengals want everything. They want the house.
Listen, I was going to say this though. The thing about the difference between Trey and Le'Veon, Trey, they was trying to franchise tag Le'Veon, and Le'Veon didn't sign the tag. Trey is under contract. It's a
Yep.
whole different thing. So you know what happens is with Le'Veon, when he didn't sign his contract, bro, when he didn't sign that tag, that means he wasn't getting fined. There's no contract. There's nothing to fine me with if I'm not signing on the dotted line. So he didn't have to worry about getting fined for missing camp. He wasn't even under contract, bro. Like it's not the trade is totally different. Now
It's not.
he's not going to get 30 if he sits out.
He's
Okay, let me ask you this question. Jake. If he sits out a year, are you cool with the Ravens giving him $37 million?
Yes. Yes.
Is that from a bias standpoint because you're a Ravens fan, or that's like a realistic NFL business move?
Yeah, well, if I can talk without getting interrupted, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
We got the rookie from Marshall, Mike Green. He's going to be one. Van Noy going to be gone, so that contract's going to come up. We got a lot of other. I think Owe, he ain't going to be here next year. There's a couple other ones that are coming off, and we're going to have the money for it. So yeah, Trey Hendrickson, are you serious? Put him with Matabike in the middle too, like and. Come on, dog. Roquan behind them, that secondary. Let's go, dog. I'll take Trey. Heartbeat over Clowney, over all the other DNs we've been talking about in the offseason. Like, yeah, give me Trey Hendrickson one almost. Like, that are available. 100%.
I like what my Don Tony said. He said he missed a year's worth of game checks. Fuck being fired. Yeah, the Bengals. He said the Bengals organization. This is Ray. He said the Bean Girls is a trash organization that don't want to pay. Hey, you absolutely right. The organization is definitely ass, but the Steelers is ass too because y'all don't even want to go out there and get you a franchise quarterback. So what are you talking about? You just fell into the trap, Ray. Ray, you need to know who you're talking to. Know who you talking to, Ray.
What you mean?
Come on, you can't talk about that, man.
The franchise quarterback, they're gonna pay him like one.
My bad, y'all. I had a phone call.
Are you good? Yeah, you can't say you can't. The Steelers organization is just as much as trash right now as the Bengals, bro. Because they won't even fucking go out there and get them a quarterback.
The Steelers organization is really banking on Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. You can't tell me that organization is basing their next year and all the money they can make with their quarterback being Mason Rudolph or Will Howard. You can't be serious, dog. You really think they're going to set their whole organization up and spend all this money on DK and getting Olave and future picks and all of that for Mason Rudolph or Will Howard, a 6th-round pick? Like, come on, man. That ain't it at all. They getting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they looking like Aaron Rodgers, bro. Time ticking, man. Like I just don't see the A-Rod thing happening.
Check this logic. And I say this. Number one, first of all, Justin, I agree with everything you just said. Number one. So me saying this is not a rebuttal to what you're saying. I'm just trying to find different viewpoints for us to talk about this. Okay. Right. Because I saw something on online. They were saying, but if they get Aaron Rodgers, that makes they're still a 9-10 win team, right? A middle of the pack.
Yeah.
They're still not so, and then he's going to retire next year. They're not going to be in a position in the draft to even get another quarterback. So next year will be the same rinse and repeat. So as the owner, why they could go with Mason? Like, you know what? We're going to suck, and then we're going to go ahead and grab Kate Kublik or Arch Manning next year, and we're going to make this run at it.
All right,
what about that angle?
Let me rebuttal that. When in the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers did they ever suck? Sucking for them being 500.
I mean, I agree with you. Like I said, I agree with you.
That's not even like a real argument. Like, they never suck. They're always. When's the last time they had first pick overall? You know what I mean?
A long time since they grabbed at the bottom for sure.
But
yeah, been a long time.
Yeah, but what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. They got a vision. You got to realize they got to do something.
No, they got to keep doing the same thing because the same thing makes the owners and everybody money. It makes the Steelers a household NFL name everywhere.
So now we're talking culture. So Steelers ain't about that championship winning culture no more.
I was about to go there. Now is the culture trying to win, or they just trying to stay sustained over 500?
But that's 10 years of Steelers football told you anything else. I'm not arguing that point.
I mean,
that's They just need to be the Dallas Cowboys and get that keep that little tick.
That take is live. I ain't gonna lie. You said that's what they doing though. That's what they doing, bro.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah,
have not
yeah.
went and tried to get them a guy
They're the
to
Dallas
replace Big Ben
Cowboys
at
of the
all.
AFC. They're the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC.
Like,
What's
because
the
literally, bro, the AFC North been between the Ravens and the Bengals the last 5 years.
Bro, the Browns have never won the division while this has been called the
Never.
AFC North. Never. Bro, I have to look it up, bro. I have to look it up.
so
The
good the
last time they
Ravens
won the division, it was the AFC Central.
right?
I think, yo, the last time the Browns won the division, the coach was still in it. Yo, I do want to talk about that though, because they do got. How would y'all feel about a division realignment?
Nah, I rather keep it the way it is. I ain't gonna lie. I like it how it is. We got the
Damn.
best division for real.
Because I think the coach should be in our division based off proximity.
Yeah. I mean, that's if they was to be like, all right, we're gonna have like 6 teams. They're gonna try to switch it from 4 to 6 and add a couple teams to situations. But I like everything how they got it right now for us, the 4 teams in each
Because
division.
no disrespect to the Ravens, I would replace the coach with the Ravens and put in our division. There's no diss though. Like I'm just going off proximity though, because I think Baltimore, huh?
I don't want to replace Baltimore. I still want to
No,
play
listen.
them.
No, listen though. Hold on.
What if
Listen. Hear me out though. Hear me
I
out though.
switch them in a heartbeat.
Hear me out though, Crutch. Hear me out. And I will put Baltimore in the division with the with the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? Carolina, New Orleans, because all East Coast teams.
It's NFC, you can't switch it.
Yes,
Then who you taking
true.
off of there? You, you,
That's a
you
great
switch
point.
AFC for
That's a great
NFC
point.
team.
Great
That's a great
ass
point.
cat, bro. Great ass cat.
That's a
Talk
great
about the
point.
AFC North is
I'm
Pittsburgh and B more. That's cat.
We
Y'all motherfuckers ain't even been winning the
know
AFC
who
North the last five
always in
years,
the
so you can't
conversation.
say that.
We know who always in the conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. So another thing. Oh, all right, man. So just get into the 5 most in demand NFL games right now. Currently, man, the biggest game, the first game of the year, the Cowboys at the Eagles on Thursday night. They said that game, the tickets, the lowest ticket right now is $1,743 for the Cowboys and Eagles game right now. Starting off week one. 1,400. Well, they got the Chiefs. The Chiefs at the Cowboys is the second highest on the in demand game, with tickets being $1,491. Then behind that, the third game, the Packers at the Cowboys on Sunday night, 12,900, $1,295 for that game right now. And the fourth highest in demand game right now is the Ravens at the Bills. $1,183 on that game right now, lowest tickets. And the fifth one, the Jets at the Bills with $1,169 for those games. Those are the 5 most in demand NFL games currently right now. And and, crazy part though, this is the easiest schedules right here. This is funny right here. The easiest schedule, they got the Niners having the easiest schedule currently right now. The Saints and the Patriots is behind them. The Titans and Cardinals, Panthers and Jets, Colts and Jaguars and Bills. Those are the guys with the easiest schedules that they have right now for the year. What y'all think about the Niners having an easy schedule this year? They're the top team to have an easy schedule after the year they had last year. What y'all think about that?
I think Baltimore always has one of the hardest schedules every year.
I agree. They be giving y'all some hard schedules. I agree, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But y'all
It
got
don't
a
make
lot
no
of home
sense.
games though. Y'all got a lot of home games, bro.
I can't.
5 out of your first 7 games are home. Sleeping in their own
That's what.
houses, their own rooms, no travel, fucking the wives, you know what I'm saying? Getting all that good shit. Like, Hey, yo, you can't tell me they don't play a part.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you got the least miles traveled on your schedule.
yeah,
The five
we
or
got the
first seven is on
least.
the road, bro, and we going in tough places.
But you don't got to travel at all. Barely anywhere.
But we're
Oh, that's
traveling
away.
in tough
The
places.
Chargers has the most miles traveled for this year. The Chargers with 37,086 miles on the
Damn,
road.
damn.
The Rams is the second most traveling team with 34,832 miles. Um, just speaking of the AFC North teams, I would say, of course, the Bengals are the least traveling team in the NFL this year with 8,753 miles. The Ravens with 10,647 miles.
See,
The Pittsburgh
come
Steelers
on, Jay.
15
Come on, Jay.
15,062
Y'all only traveling like 4,000.
miles for the Steelers, and the Browns they're trapped
Like,
15,028 miles for the
Y'all
Browns.
probably the second least traveled team too, Jay.
Yeah, I'm
Come
about
on,
to say the
bro.
Ravens. I ain't
that
traveling
one
much
spot,
either
bro.
for real.
That one
I ain't
spot
going
means the
nowhere,
world.
bro.
Like
I ain't
one
going
spot
nowhere.
means the world, bro.
Mm. Y'all ain't
I do it the
going
whole time.
nowhere, bro.
I be playing.
And then the international games. I don't like these. I really hate how they do these international games personally. This is
Man,
my opinion, but um, of course, I guess they're doing that for the preseason. The Chargers supposed to have a preseason game. Well, no, they're supposed the Chargers they're setting the Chargers to have a game out there in Sao Paulo out there in Corinthians Arena, and they didn't even announce the team that they're going to play yet on that game for September 5th. But then September 28th, you got the Vikings playing the Steelers in Dublin. Then you got the Vikings playing the Browns in London October 5th, the following week. So the Vikings is traveling, pretty much, overseas. They're, pretty much like for 2 weeks in a row. And then you got the Broncos and the Jets. They're playing in London October 12th. And then the Rams and the Jaguars, they're playing in London as well at Wembley Stadium October 19th. And then you got the Falcons and Colts playing November 9th in Berlin. And then you got the Commanders and the Dolphins playing in Madrid November 16th. So those are the international games this year, man. Thank God the Bengals ain't playing one of them. I don't like when we play over there. That's just me, bro. Them early kickoff games and stuff, like I don't like it, bro. And I mean, it's cool that they doing the international games and stuff, trying to brand the NFL, amongst the world and everything. But I don't be personally wanting my team to play over there.
nah.
How y'all feel about the
Joe
international
say he
games?
Joe Burrow came out and he said that he wants to play in Spain over the national.
Yeah, I bet he probably would.
Out of everywhere, I'd rather play in Spain. Out of everywhere they play.
Yes,
Yeah, Spain, that'd probably be the
yes,
place I would want to play at,
yeah,
honestly, if it
yeah,
was up to me.
yeah. That's consensual. I think we all agree on that.
But like,
Yeah,
I'm glad it's not like the London Jaguars, like it was looking there for a while. Like they was just about to up move Jacksonville, just be in London.
right. I thought that too for a second, though. I know it's crazy, but they
Look at
was
that.
over there. They played like 2 games in London in one season. Back there,
It was
they
like back
played
to back.
back-to-back games in London last year, didn't they?
But yeah,
They
yeah,
played
that's what they're
back-to-back games
doing
in
this
London
year. They got 3 games like back to back in London from October 5th to October 19th.
this year.
Yeah, this year.
They had back-to-back games last year in London, bro.
Yup, and they got one game in Berlin, one in Madrid, one in Dublin. So I don't keep caring for my guys to play over there, man. But I mean, I can understand if you're a player though, it'd be cool to play in a different country. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a cool little look. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand as a player.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Them wanting to do so for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um, what you done? So the obviously they mentioned the Bengals. The Bengals and Ravens is playing on Thanksgiving night, man, as the nightcap game, the primetime 8 o'clock kickoff game, man. So
Mm.
how y'all feeling about that? I know Joe Burrow, he was a guy saying he always wanted to play on Thanksgiving and he gets his wish, man. And it's a true division game. That's gonna be the best game on that particular night on Thanksgiving though.
I found it. Oh, I can't wait for it. We gonna be getting tiger tails and tiger feets and all that shit. So it's gonna be a fun Thanksgiving for me. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a close game like it always is. But we're gonna end up on top with the rookie kicker making a kick for the win.
The Bengals we got four primetime games this year, man. Um, First one Monday night on week 4 at Denver. Of course, the Thursday night game playing at home against Pittsburgh. That's gonna be a good one. A Thanksgiving game, like we just mentioned, at Baltimore, and then we got a Sunday night game, week 16 at Miami. So Bengals got four primetime games.
Wait, you guys aren't at home on Thanksgiving? We're at home?
Nope.
No, it's not
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom's going to that game, bro.
definitely. Yeah.
My mom's going to that game too.
Oh man, I hope she got Lamar jersey on because he gonna show out.
She has a Lamar jersey. She got a Derrick Henry jersey, and my little brother he got a real cold Ray Lewis jersey. That thing
Hell yeah.
cold, bro. Oh,
I want to
he got
talk
the
about
black one.
y'all want to talk about the Ravens schedule first, and then we can do the Bengals.
We could do the
Yeah,
hardest one.
let's talk about the Ravens, man. Let's talk about the five first 7 at home. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
All
so the Ravens,
right, teams we play.
Ravens week 1, obviously y'all at Buffalo playing week 1 against the Bills, and then second week y'all got the Browns at home. Then y'all back at home against the Lions, and
Mm-hmm.
then y'all travel to Kansas City,
Yep.
and then y'all back at home versus the Texans.
Uh-huh.
Then y'all
Back at
back at
home.
home again against the Rams. Then
Back at
y'all
home.
got your bye week,
And then back
and
at
then y'all
home.
back at home against the Bears, and then y'all travel to Miami after that, and then y'all travel to Minnesota, and then y'all travel to Cleveland. Then y'all back at home against the Jets. Then back at home Thanksgiving night against the Bengals. Then back at home
Back at
against the
home.
Steelers. Then y'all travel to Cincinnati. Then
Then
y'all
y'all
back
back
at
at
home
home.
against the Patriots for y'all last home game of the year. Then y'all travel to Green Bay and Pittsburgh to end the year out. And so, what you thinking about this Ravens schedule? This is a tough schedule. I ain't gonna lie. This is definitely tough. But y'all got the home games definitely like the way they set y'all home games up. They set y'all up pretty well. I ain't gonna lie, man, for real.
Yeah,
This is why I
it's
think
see that we only got four primetime games of that schedule
yo,
because it's so hard to say that we play the toughest teams out of everybody's schedule in the
I'm
NFL
gonna tell
to make
you
it
this.
correct.
I
Uh,
don't know, man.
uh, but I
I
still
mean,
see
this year they,
we
they
get
gave
11.
they gave the AFC North teams what we got the AFC East teams, and then we got the NFC South teams.
And we got Kansas City,
No, the NFC North teams. My bad. The NFC North team.
yeah, Vikings, the Lions, Bears, Green Bay. We got Kansas City, Houston, and who's the other one?
Mm.
Yo,
Bengals got Denver,
I count
They
Arizona,
did
and
that week 1 game is significant though, because y'all played them in the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? So they trying to give y'all a chance to avenge that loss right there, man. So that's a pivotal game right there
yeah,
starting off the year for real.
it is. But
regular season. What happened in the regular season?
I count
Exactly.
7 straight wins. I count 7 straight wins. I count
Mm.
Houston win.
How many
Rams
overall?
win. Rams win.
Hmm?
Chicago win.
Yep.
Miami win.
Yep.
Minnesota win.
Yep.
Cleveland win.
Yep.
Jets win. That's 7 straight wins on their schedule.
And how many wins you got us having? Total.
Oh,
You think Baltimore win at Kansas City?
That's a toss-up game. That's why I didn't count it. It's a toss-up.
The Bills or Kansas City. I don't think they beat them both.
I know that's a toss-up game. That's why I'm not saying Ravens gonna lose against Kansas City. I'm not saying that. I'm not even betting on that game. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not even.
That's gonna be a tough one. You know, Arrowhead.
Like, no, I'm not betting on that. So,
and you know the Ravens, man. They have problems with the
Ravens
Chiefs.
can win. Ravens can win.
They can. They can.
That's why I'm not betting on it. But that's why I didn't count that in my 7-game stretch. You know what I'm saying? They're favored in all those games.
I got a bold take for you. You want a bold take?
Go ahead.
Malcolm Starks is going to be the player of the game in that in the Thanksgiving Day game. It's going to be Malcolm.
You said that. Yeah, you funny. I'm looking at this guy. I mean, the Bills game is a 50-50 game. That Lions game,
50-50.
That's a 50-50 game, and the Chiefs game is a 50-50 game.
We destroy them every time we play them, and they're always good.
Ravens gonna beat the brakes off Detroit. I'm betting on that game. I'm betting Ravens on that game. Ravens gonna beat the brakes.
I'll take the Ravens in that game because it's at home and it's a night. It's a primetime game. It's at night. There's gonna be electric in there, so I'll definitely take Baltimore in that game for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the brakes off them.
The Texans, that's gonna be a tough one. But I mean, they're at home, so I edge them in that one for sure. I think y'all got the Texas number. Y'all beat them in the playoffs this past year as well too. That Rams game, I'll take y'all on the dub. The Bears, of course, the dub. Dolphins in Miami, I'll take y'all on that one. Vikings, I'm not high on the Vikings. I'll take y'all in that. The Browns, I'll take y'all in that at Cleveland. The Jets, I'll take y'all in that. Thanksgiving night, y'all take this L.
Yep.
Y'all taking this L. We beating y'all on Thanksgiving night.
Joe Burrow ain't Andy Dalton in prime time.
Thanksgiving, Joe gonna try to go crazy on y'all.
Joe Burrow ain't Andy Dalton on prime time. Joe Burrow is a different quarterback on that prime time stage.
Yeah, in Baltimore too. Let's remember where it's at.
We win in Baltimore though. We normally
be having. I ain't gonna lie, Baltimore is just they had both games was bangers last year.
Oh wait, you didn't beat us at all last year. Shut up.
We win in Baltimore. We win in Baltimore.
All the time.
Don't remind. Hey, ask Lamar Chase and AJ Green what they did.
What's Lamar Jackson's record against y'all? 9-1, something like that. Stop it.
Jamar put up 200 yards receiving in Baltimore, bro.
Still lost the game.
No, we won that
still lost the game.
We won that game. We won that game. We won that game.
How many times y'all beat Lamar? Twice? Since when? 16, 17?
Ain't been much. Lamar got our number. I will say that.
Y'all don't win in Baltimore.
Lamar got our number.
But we beat him.
Yeah, Lamar definitely got our number.
You don't back up quarterbacks. Yes, you do. Y'all beat up on them. And sometimes you
we beat him before. We're not scared of Lamar Jackson, bro. Y'all beat us by. Y'all beat us.
You should be. You don't
scared of Lamar Jackson, bro. Y'all beat us by a last-second field goal. The last. Scared of Lamar Jackson, bro.
It's Lamar Jackson's record against the Bengals.
He's a great player.
What's his record? 10-2.
Bro,
Stop it, dude. Come on, man.
I don't even think Joe Burrow's played the Ravens 10 times, bro. Come on. I don't even think Joe has even played the Ravens 10 times in his career.
So Lamar Jackson's record against the Bengals is 10-2. You think Burrow has a better record against the Ravens than
No, I just
Lamar
said I don't even think Joe has played the Ravens 10 times. That's what I said.
Doesn't matter. He still has a losing record.
I think he's like 3-5. I think he's like 3-5.
That's a losing record, son.
It is a losing record, but he has wins.
But he got a record. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he got wins.
Yes, he does. 3-6. Joe 3-6 versus the Ravens. 3-6 versus the Ravens, but 1-0 in the playoffs versus the Ravens.
Yeah, but that wasn't it. That was against Tyrone Huntley. Come on now.
Yo,
Tyler Huntley.
Earlier, Joe J, injuries happen. We can't foretell that. That's why you said
Yeah.
All right. Right, so why did I start the conversation with Lamar Jackson's record against y'all, not our record against y'all? Because if our starter's there, y'all lose. Doesn't matter how y'all lose. What did Vin Diesel teach us in the Fast and the Furious? It don't matter if you win by inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Yeah.
Lamar's 10-2 against y'all. Stop it.
But that don't mean we fear him. We don't fear him, bro. We know we can beat y'all when he
doesn't
plays.
fear
We don't fear him.
y'all either, obviously. He owns y'all.
That's not the narrative. You talking about we not scared of.
The Browns have a better record against Lamar than y'all do. I'm just saying.
So what?
Stop it. We got y'all number.
So
You
what?
can't
Browns never won a division.
Yeah.
Browns can't say shit until they win a
I
division.
made 1-3. I shot 11, but I made one.
Yeah, bro. We talking about a team that's never won a division.
Come on,
team that's
dog.
never won a division. They're irrelevant. What? They're not even worth mentioning.
You're right.
You're right.
I mean, goddamn.
You're right.
Years,
They
but no
never
one
even won a division ever. Like,
I mean, I'm looking at y'all schedule for real up until y'all play us in the Thanksgiving game, man. Yeah, I think y'all probably go out with only one loss, probably to the Chiefs, probably. I see y'all winning all the other
they ain't got
games.
no hard schedule for real. They
Then y'all
don't.
lose to us Thanksgiving night. And you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all come to Cincinnati a couple weeks later, then we pack y'all up in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Eat some conies off of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all go, I see y'all about a good.
See,
About good.
see, this is the thing I like Jake. Cause I like, I don't,
16-2. I give y'all 16-2, man. I think y'all gonna be good.
This is
Y'all
why you
gonna
my
be
brother,
good.
Jake.
I don't even got
Jake.
that.
No. 15-3. 15-3.
This is
You
why
know
you
what I'm
my
saying?
brother,
Two
Jake. Because
Bengals losses, one loss to the Chiefs. Ain't gonna hurt y'all. Y'all gonna be good.
this is why you my brother, Jay. Cause I can debate Jay and all like when you start an early camp, it turns into laugh, bro. We're like,
It might be too much testosterone, man, amongst everything when we debate this shit, yo, man. We gotta throw some jokes in here and laugh, man, a little bit, man.
that's funny, bro.
I
That's
got
why. See, that's why
some.
I never get. I never get to the disrespect with Jay because I love that nigga, man. He cracked me up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We debate with no disrespect.
No, it's just debate, man. It ain't nothing personal. We talking about the subject. You know what I
Well,
mean? It's
But
yeah,
already.
that's all I'm saying. But
I
I'm
got
just
I
saying
got
that's
y'all
a little teaser, though,
14-3.
Jay.
14-3. I got the Ravens, man. 14-3. I got the Ravens, man. They're gonna be one of them good
14 to
teams.
3.
Two losses,
I see
two
14 to
losses to the
3.
Bengals, one loss to the Chiefs. Y'all good. Hey, that's a good season, bro. Y'all get to go in the playoffs hot. Yeah, I mean, y'all good. You
That's
feel
what
me?
I'm about to do to laugh because you do got us with 15-3, but you got us getting swept by y'all. And it just doesn't sit
Yeah,
right.
we beat y'all this year, man. Both games. You feel me? Joe gonna cook y'all
I got
this year. We ready, man. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, all right,
Joe.
I'm okay. I'm gonna try to give.
crazy.
I'm gonna give my prediction. I'm gonna give my prediction, but I'm gonna be serious for a second because I don't like giving funny takes. You said 14-3. You said 14
Yeah,
and
but I
3.
said 14-3. I got him 14-3.
Okay. I'm gonna give two things. I have minimum them winning 12. All right. I have minimum winning 12. And the reason why because the games played on the field, there's injuries, and I think the Green Bay game at Green Bay at the end of the season is a toss up. That's a tough
I
game.
agree.
Yeah.
In Lambeau in the
Huh?
winter.
Yeah. Lambeau, the call.
Got us winning.
Yeah. That's a tough one. You know what I mean? So, but I do have them. Like I said, I have them winning 7 straight, 8 straight. If they beat the Kansas City, that's 8, 9 straight. If they beat Kansas City, because I haven't beaten Detroit. So Ravens potentially have the potential to win 9 straight games, and I do think they split with the Bengals, and I do think they split. I do think they split with I do think they split with Pitt, and I think the Ravens swoop the Browns.
I
So
got us sweeping and splitting with the Browns. Somehow the
okay.
Browns got our number somehow. It's weird.
Mm.
And I think
So
Browns defense is making.
I'm gonna take the over and say 13-4.
That's what I got.
Solid.
I can see
That's
11.
solid. Hey, I'm showing love, man. I said y'all get 14-3. You feel me? I'm showing love. Just I got y'all losing to my guys 2 times. You feel me?
And
The
that's first
guys. You
conference.
know what I'm saying? We take y'all down to Camp Washington. You feel me? Eat some conies. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Little birdie play, little birdie, or we take y'all to Hooks. You know what I mean? Then, take y'all on Land Street. Hooks, fish and chicken. Richie's. Well, no Richie's. Go take you to Richie's. Eat some chicken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to do the Bengals. Let's do the Bengals, man. Yeah, I'm going to be very fucking unbiased with this shit too. By the way, I'm gonna be unbiased with these guys,
Well, that's
man,
my
with my
name,
guys.
Mr. Unbiased.
So, um, first game, man. Of course, for the Bengals, Cleveland at Cleveland. Of course, week 1. Then we at home against Jacksonville. Then travel to Minnesota. Then we travel to Denver for a Monday night game. And then back at home versus Detroit. Then we travel to Green Bay. Then we back at home versus Pittsburgh for a Thursday night game. Then back at home versus the Jets. Then back at home versus Chicago. Then bye week. Then we travel to Pittsburgh. Then back at home versus the bum ass New England Patriots, by the way. And then we at Baltimore for Thanksgiving night. Then at Buffalo. Then we back at home against Baltimore. Then at Miami for Sunday night. And Arizona to cap off, and Cleveland to cap off with both home games to lose. This cap off the end of the year, man. So how y'all feeling about the schedule with the boys, the Bengals?
I'll go. I got them at 10 wins, 10, 11 wins. They're going to make the playoffs, barely. And they probably going to do some damage in the playoffs. Um, I got Kansas City still with the best record, even though they got like a super competitive division, too. I'm real high on Denver. I got y'all losing to Denver. Um, I like their corners. I said it in little,
Man, that was deadly.
I can't wait to see Sertan and the rookie from Texas, Barron, versus Chase and T. I think that's going to be a fun matchup to watch in prime time. That's one I got circled. But yeah, I got 10 wins, double digits.
10? What you thinking over there, TB?
I see it's like a 10, 11 wins. It's hard. To be honest, I can't say 12 wins with confidence, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I think 10. I think between 10 and 11. You know what I mean? But I do think that we beat some. I think we go into Green Bay. I think we beat Green Bay. That's an October 12th game, and it's at 1:00 in the 1:25 in the afternoon. We beat Green Bay with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins before. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about that. The Denver game worries, you know what I'm saying, is everything Jay Crush said about their corners is absolutely correct. They got great corners, great defense, great coach team. I feel like Denver got better in the offseason. I'm high on Denver. You know what I'm saying? I just believe, though, and for the first time in my life, I believe we have a prime time quarterback. Like, I believe when the bright lights get bright, Joe Burrow plays his best football. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, proud to say that because with Andy Dalton, it was the complete opposite. So I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe we win those games. I'm going. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 11-6.
Okay. Okay, 11-6, solid. All right, I mean, the at Cleveland game, I think we're gonna win that one for sure. That's just my opinion. Um, Jacksonville, I think that's a dub. Like I'm not that worried about Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence over there. At Minnesota, that's a dub. I'm not scared of JJ McCarthy. I think he's gonna be a bust.
I think so
Um,
too.
at
Fuck
Denver,
Michigan.
that at Denver is then like this 5 game stretch is where like shit get real. Because when you playing at Denver, then Detroit, then at Green Bay, then Pittsburgh, You know what I'm saying? Then New York Jets, you know what I'm saying? Those gonna be five, a good tough, stretch right there of games right there. And I would take, the Denver game. I can see us possibly losing that one. You know what I'm saying, for sure. The Detroit game, I can see that's the game that I can see us possibly losing too, because Detroit is a solid team over there in the NFC for
I don't see
sure.
this.
And
I don't see that.
I can see it. It's a 50-50 game to
That's
me
a home game
personally.
for us too.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 game. I think I give us the dub on that one because if they can apply pressure on Jared Goff, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole key is, you know what I'm saying, how the defense gonna be with that offense that the Lions got for sure. Um, at Green Bay, uh, shit. Jordan Love, they got some weapons over there. They got some guys over there. That's another little 50-50 game for real. You know what I mean? Which is, I think the Bengals, they can get that job done on that one, or they can possibly lose that one. So that's why I said that's a 50-50 game for sure. The Jets, I got us winning that one for sure. Chicago, that's a win. I'm not sold on Pittsburgh. We're gonna beat Pittsburgh. I'm not sold on them. I'm not worried about them too much, to be honest. Bro, that quarterback play, I'm not. No,
What do you
no.
mean? You know about Will Howard's quarterback play? Is that what you just said?
I ain't saying Will Howard. I'm saying
Well,
Mason Rudolph.
right?
You's a bad motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? he's a bad motherfucker. I'm expecting to see Mason Rudolph or, like you said, maybe Aaron Rodgers if he do come to Pittsburgh. I ain't expecting to see Will Howard. What week is that? Week 7? Nah.
Depending
So,
on their record though, because Dan Orlovsky got them going 0-6.
Will Howard plays there. 0-6.
That's some nasty work.
Let's Texas all.
Lewis
Maybe
Riggs
heck.
said the same thing. Lewis Riggs said on NFL Live a couple days ago. You can look it up on YouTube.
I ain't
Lewis
gonna
Riggs
lie.
and Dan Orlovsky.
I got a bold take right here. I think we gonna sweep the division this year. I ain't gonna lie. If we lose one, we're gonna be to the Ravens. It ain't gonna. I think we gonna sweep. I real shit. I think we gonna sweep the Steelers and the Browns. I think we'll probably split 1-1 with the Ravens.
I
So
think
you
you
thought
are.
we gonna sweep or lose to the Ravens?
I I think we'll go 1-1 probably for real. On some real shit. I think it's
You're gonna lose
1-1.
one game. So you got us losing one game in the division all year.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
I don't think the Steelers are Brown. I think the Ravens gonna sweep the Steelers and the Browns too.
I
I
That's
don't
don't.
think
just
the Ravens will
my
sweep the
opinion.
Steelers.
I think the Ravens they sweep the Steelers and the Browns, and I think we sweep them as well. And we split 1-1 with the Ravens this year.
Yeah, I don't think we. I think we get 2 losses, and you get 2 losses in the division. And I think it's both the Browns and us. Uh,
You think the Ravens lose to the Browns?
yeah, they have you not paid attention to their history, bro? Cleveland always plays us
The
tough.
least talented team, Tony. The only question about the Bengals is the defense, sir. And if they get Trey, they can put that shit together on defense for sure. You know what I'm saying? This is an offensive
Yo,
league, of course, but we already know defense wins
oh,
championships. Of course, that's the model for sure. But with Joe Burrow on that offense, bro, you seen how they move, bro. They be cooking shit. You know what I
bro,
mean?
are
And we
we
know
the
damn well the Patriots ain't doing shit. You don't want us to run through their fucking schedule, so we
hold
can
on?
definitely run through the Patriots schedule if you want us to do so,
Yeah,
sir.
let
We
me
can
tell you
run through
that.
the
Are we the
Patriots.
least talented team when we got the triple crown receiver? We got a quarterback.
Yeah, that's a
2-1.
dumb
We got
take
a
right
quarterback.
there.
We got a
Who
quarterback
says
that
least
outside of
talented
Lamar.
team?
Huh?
Who says that?
Do in the comments.
Oh,
My boy
I
Tony in the comments, he said the least talented team in the
He said
division goes undefeated.
the
Yeah,
Bengals
all
are the
right.
least talented team in the division, Jay. That's what he said.
Baltimore is.
The least talented? Stop it.
Stop it. He trolling.
He said who's our starting guards?
It's been good coaching and good kicking.
We just
That's why we've been good.
drafted a guard. We just drafted Fairchild from Georgia. He gonna start day one.
Yeah, he's gonna give up sacks.
Bro, look at our offensive line. We have probably the top largest offensive line. Every single one of our offensive linemen is 6'4", 6'5", 300.
And every year for the past 6 years. It's been our offensive line sucks.
Not this year.
It never started that way either. It just ended up being.
Not this year. Our offensive line. Here's a bold take. Our offensive line is top 5, and by the end of the season.
It's good as much as y'all pay
not
for
saying
it.
number 1. I'm not saying number 1. We could be number 5, but we will be in the top 5 of best offensive line in the season.
All right, that's cool.
Barring any injury.
Yeah, you know, of course, going back to the schedule, like I said, at Pittsburgh, we went in that. New England, dub, because y'all ass. I ain't got nobody over there in New England. And while you in the comments, told me, we going to run through this Patriots fucking schedule while you doing that, too. While you want to play with me. At Buffalo, we got Buffalo number. Buffalo can't fuck with us for real. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, of course, you already know. I feel like it's a 50-50 game for sure. At Miami, Sunday night, we'll beat them. Arizona, Cleveland. I say, for real, honestly, I see the Bengals being 10-7, 10-7, 11-6. I can see them in that range this year. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Probably close around the playoffs, outside, looking in, depending on how, the division, and the conference for the AFC looking and everything. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at that. That's what we all kind of right around the same number, so surprising. I thought.
Yeah. I said I'm gonna be real. I'll be real with them because it's just more so how the defense gonna carry. You know what I'm saying? To carry some of these games and duplicate for the offense. You know what I'm saying? Because last year, of course, it was several games where we lost by 7 points. Like we had like 7, 8 games where we lost under 7 points, man. Where could have went either way, you know what I'm saying?
We lost 7 games by under 3 points.
Yeah, by 1 score, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those games could go either way. Let's do it. All right, Patriots. Since you want to play, because I got time today. So, Patriots, they start the season off against the Raiders, and then they at home against the Raiders, then they at Miami, then they're at home against the Steelers, then at home against the Panthers, then at Buffalo, at New Orleans, at Tennessee, then back at home against the Browns, then back at home against Atlanta, then at Tampa Bay, then at home against the Jets, then they come to Cincinnati, then they're at the Giants, bye week, then they're back at home against Buffalo, and then they play at Baltimore after that. Then they got the Jets at New York at the Jets, and then they play back at home the last game against the Dolphins. What you thinking about this schedule with the Patriots, man?
I got them starting 1-3 in their first 4. 1-5.
What's the game they win? What's the game they win out of their first 4?
Vegas.
I was about to say,
no.
I say Carolina.
My bad. Not Vegas. The game they win is the Carolina game.
Yeah, the Carolina game. I said that Vegas game. That game is kind of like a 50. Well, no, they got Geno over there. So yeah, I'll take the Raiders in that one. I got the Raiders win. Raiders lost. Dolphins lost. Pittsburgh lost. Carolina win. Buffalo lost. Saints win. I give them a win against the Saints. Tennessee lost. This is a toss up. I think Camjnetwork gonna be decent in this first year. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I think he's gonna be alright over there. Cleveland. I give him a loss. Loss. Falcons. Loss. Tampa Bay. Loss. Jets. Loss. Bengals. Loss. The Giants. I'll give them a dub on that one. Bills. again, lost. Ravens, lost. Jets, I give them a dub because they'll probably split with the Jets. So I'll give them a dub and be reasonable. Miami, they last game lost, so I got them like winning like one game with the Jets, one game with the Falcons, one game with the Panthers and the Saints. So what that makes them 4-13?
4-13.
4-13. Another year of them drafting at the bottom of at the top of the total poll in the draft. Another year for the Patriots where they gonna be ass. They gonna be ass, bro. I'm not sold on the Patriots, bro. The Patriots is definitely at the bottom of the total poll in the NFL, man, and it's gonna stay that way, man. It's a shit show over there. Yeah, they picked up a couple little dishes, spending some little money and shit, but shit don't mean nothing, man. Looking at this schedule, this is a tough ass schedule for them, and they ain't got the players to win. And I ain't sold on that offense being 100% solid for real. Tony said, "Want to bet? I bet both y'all we win more than 7 games. Bet it. Who y'all gonna win 7 games against? Who? Who? I'm trying to see who y'all gonna beat with 7 games. Like, let's be real. Y'all not 7 games out of who? Like, literally, I see the Saints. That's a winnable game for y'all. The Titans is a winnable game. Yeah. Third easiest schedule, though, Tony, but at the same time, y'all don't got the talent to beat these guys, bro. Where's the talent? Y'all believing in Drake May? Y'all line ain't all the way solid. Favorite, yeah, preseason shit. All the season. You be favored. Y'all ain't favored on Camjnetwork. Y'all ain't favored in 11 games on Camjnetwork. I got y'all favored in like 4 or 5. Y'all looking like another 4-13, 5-12 ball club. Drafting and high in the draft for 2026. That's what it's looking like for y'all. I'm looking at this schedule, bro. This schedule, bro. Y'all not doing nothing with this schedule, dog. Nobody ain't checking for the Patriots, man. And y'all got my boy. Y'all did some shit with the O-line. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. I think y'all gonna be 4-13, 5-12, man. At best. You feel me? At best. At best. I like the schedule though. Tough schedule.
My bad, bro. Phone died. To hurry up and charge it up real quick.
Oh, you good? You all good. Who else, man? So what's another one to talk about? These Monday night games. So they got the Monday night game schedule, of course, and like the hottest game Monday night wise throughout the season. Like week 2, they got Tampa Bay playing Houston. That's a big game on Monday night. I like that game. Of course, you got games like the Detroit versus Baltimore in week 3. That's a good game for Monday night. Bengals Broncos, another good game Monday night. Tampa Bay and the Lions and Detroit on October 20th. That's another key game on Monday night for sure. Commanders at the Chiefs October 27th. That's gonna be a good ass game. Seeing Jaden Daniels go at Pat Mahomes and stuff. No, I like that. I like that game too.
Yo, real quick though, Cam.
Yeah.
Can I just say that the Patriots 8-9.
Total roster is better than, bro. Tony, stop it, bro. You over there, you tripping over there. I hope you ain't drunk over there, bro, saying some shit like that. Y'all roster is nowhere near better than ours, bro. Like that's the case. If that's the case, y'all wouldn't even been drafting the way y'all was drafting that last year, bro. Come on now. Come
Bro,
on.
y'all offense,
I seen
y'all,
some of your takes about the Patriots a lot. I've seen the shit. And you be having some outlandish ass takes about them Patriots, bro. The Patriots is not, y'all don't have Tom Brady no more. Y'all don't have Bill Belichick over there anymore.
bro, y'all whole offense
Like,
from top to bottom, it's not from player to player, it's not better than the Bengals. Player to player. We can I mean, listen, bro. Let's get him on live. Let's pull the computers up, pull the rosters up, and talk player for player. Who better? If you want to go, if you want to go there, because that's crazy. That's
yeah, bro.
crazy.
I'm like, bro, come on, though. Whole roster, our quarterback ain't even that guy. I like Drake May. Don't get me wrong. I like Drake May. I liked him in college and everything in North Carolina. But
Yeah.
running back wise, I mean,
They
y'all
got
got
Travion
Trey
Henderson.
Stevenson. They like Ramondre Stevenson. He all right. Stephon Diggs, Demario Douglas, Kayshawn Booty, Mac Hollins, Jalen Polk. None of these guys is better than like the wide receiver core. We got y'all killed right there. Got
Quarterback,
y'all killed.
dub.
I get quarterback. We got y'all. Running back.
Offensive line,
I give the Patriots the edge with running back. You know what I mean? Because I need to see what Tyus Brooks. Even though I think Tyus Brooks is gonna be dope. I think he's gonna be dope for the Bengals with Chase Brown.
he
You know
getting
what I
Rudy
mean?
Johnson comparisons.
Yeah, I like Tyus Brooks. I like him.
But I'm telling
Wide
you
receiver
right now,
core better than y'all. Tight ends. I got Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. You know what I
you got
mean?
Gesicki.
Gasecki. I say we got the tight end edge because of him and Drew Sample and them. O line with Will Campbell, Cole Strange, Gary Bradbury, Mike
They're
Onwenu,
better.
Morgan Moses. Um,
Morgan
I
Moses, their
mean
best player.
Morgan Moses is nice. I mean, y'all line, y'all improved y'all line a little bit on the offseason, I could say. You know what I'm saying? Defense wise, Milton Williams, then uh, Chris Tonga, then Christian Bamore, then Harold Landry III, Kristen Ellis, Robert Spillane, Anthony Jennings, Corden Davis, which is no, he's an older cornerback, you know what I mean? Cal Duggar, Jabril Peppers, Christian Gonzalez. I do like Christian Gonzalez. I think he fired.
Jabril
Marcus
Peppers
Jones.
ass.
Like y'all defense for real ain't even that much even that's more solid than ours, to be honest, bro. Like I'm just saying, like, bro, the Patriots, Shaka was good, my brother, man, was good. The Patriots, bro, roster is not better than the Bengals in no shape or form, bro. It's not even fucking close. I'm just being, it ain't even being on no bias shit, bro. Like, I got a lot of unproven
He said
guys on that roster.
defense is loaded.
So, like, you can't, how can you say a team that got a full roster of guys that's unproven is better than the Bengals roster that we have right now currently? You know what I'm saying? I just literally named that. Like currently, I feel like our DB room is better than theirs. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And with the O line, I mean our D line. I think our D line is better than the Patriots currently right now.
Mm-hmm.
O line with Cordell Rosas, Carriers. No, of course Cody Ford is not going to be starting. It's going to end up being one of the rookies, most likely Dylan Fairchild, or they might put a young cat from Miami for real. No, we got guys, bro. Like, and we play the Patriots. You know what I mean, this season, and we're gonna beat the shit out of y'all, especially for that
Yo,
little mishap
he
last
said
year.
he said the defense is loaded. They top players is Christian Gonzalez and Harold Landry the third. Jabril Peppers is horrible in coverage. He was horrible in coverage in Michigan. He was horrible in coverage in his drafts and his pre-draft status or whatever scouts they were saying. And he's getting cooked in the league too. I mean, come on, man. Jabril Peppers' skill set is not coverage. he's more of a strong safety. They got him listed as a free safety. He's not. He don't even have the speed for that. And I mean, the man was out the league fighting the case, fighting for his life. We'll see what type of player he is when he come back. We'll see.
Yeah, I
But
just look at that like a lot of from both teams, bro. Like we got a lot of position by position. We got them by a lot of positions for real, bro. Like their O line, I'm not even confident in their O line. Drake Nate was getting his ass cooked last year.
he was running for his life.
Like he was
He was
getting
running for his life.
cooked. Him and motherfucking what's the old boy they had? Kobe Brissett.
Yeah. But they right side, Mike, on the Wanu, I can't pronounce his name. He's a solid player though, bro. On their right guard.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
they got a couple guys because they added some pieces to the team, which is dope. It's dope, but the thing is, they didn't. Can they all put it together to win and becoming one of those top guys in the AFC East again? Because right now the AFC East is Buffalo and Miami. It's
yeah.
Buffalo and Miami right now. You know the Patriots. They outside looking in with right now.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure, man. You already know, man. You go ahead and link off, man. Get off of here. Fuck it, bro. We had a good one, man. This was a good one. I fucks with it for sure, man. Everybody, y'all watch this on the playback, man. Make sure y'all like and comment on the playback for sure on the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Camj Network, man. We cooking up. I think we got to come up with another NFL show for this week, man. This next week for sure. Try to cook up some, man, for sure, and kind of keep the vibes. And we'll get Tony on here. Tony, that's my dog. He been trying to fuck with the content, so we'll get him on here. We'll get my boy Tony Bray. That was on the in the comments. We'll get him on there for sure. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Tony Bray and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with a shot of sports podcast, man. That's my boy Tony Bray's show. You know what I mean? And his brand. So, fuck with him for sure. And we're going to be back at it, man. We'll let y'all know when we be back with it, man, for sure. This was a good one. Camj Network Daily Podcast, NFL schedule release show was a little one, but we the Bengals guys over here, so we repping them Who They boys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about the jungle, man. Rule the jungle over here. So, you know what I mean? That's how we coming, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bengals. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cook up this year, man. We're gonna get Trey signed. He gonna get signed up eventually, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get that deal done. I will say it do discourage me that they ain't talking to him about you know what I'm saying, no money right now. That do discourage me. I will admit that shit is foul. Like y'all need to go ahead and talk with that man and get the deal done, man. Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna tag the Bengals. I'm like, get the fucking deal done, man. Stop playing with Trey, man. Yeah. We need Trey, man, for this year. We need him to carry on. We got a young defense. You know what I mean? Pratt, he probably won't be there. He's going to be out of there soon.
So long though, just cut him so we can get that money.
It's something with the money with that. While they doing, I think they waiting for a certain time. So I'll look up after this for sure. There's something with that, but I know they was talking about releasing him though for sure because I don't think it was no trade suitors for him as well.
Nah, it wasn't. So, all right, though, bro. Yo, after this, I'm gonna call you real quick. I gotta ask you something.
All right, bet for sure. All right, we out of here, man. Sub up the Camj Network, man. We out of here. Salute.